2, 1.
Okay, you're taking daily wisdom, or are you doing once upon a chassid? I think we should do
We're
once upon
doing
a
daily
chassid.
wisdom. I'm just gonna enjoy and speak, not read. Like
I
always.
want to do once upon a chassid.
I want to do daily wisdom.
You should have
So,
woken up an hour ago.
did I woke up an hour ago?
Yeah,
You texted me an hour ago.
I did.
Yeah. Isaac, the time you text me, the time you told me to my alarm, is the time that it's gonna. If maybe if we did it at your house, it'd be a lot easier for me.
All I hear is excuses.
Yeah, it's annoying to drive to Melissa. He's coming to Jets anyways.
I don't know what
Is
you're
he?
talking about.
He comes every
What
Monday.
did you have to do?
So, you know, maybe he could bring his hot tub with him.
I don't understand what you're talking about. What does that have to do with once upon a chassid?
I don't want to do custard.
Why not?
That's I don't like it.
No, because you have no reason. All right, do daily wisdom.
We're doing 2 minutes, right? No, 1 minute 30, right?
Minute 30. Yeah.
High intensity. Good morning, everyone. Start. Okay, so I'd like to say good morning to Isaac Hanan and Yosef Yitzchak. 11. And to Shalom Berkovich on the couch. When I don't think you guys can see him. I think it's a great day today. I think you know, um, it's, it's different every day. Waking up to seeing a text from Isaac saying, "I'm going back to sleep." So I said, "I'm not calling you because I don't think you need to go back to sleep. I think you need your sleep." So, yeah. And Isaac saying that I was using it as an excuse. Maybe if you'd been outside the door, maybe I would have not gotten up. Mm, you never know. So yeah, Isaac. Or no, Yaska is first. Sorry.
So, good morning. And I was very, very pressured to do some things today. Little tonight, I want to do something, I want to accomplish things. And I want to thank Almighty God. I want to thank the Rebbe to make me the right choice to stop everything and joining you guys. And this is the privilege of me seeing Yosef Yitzchak Kupperman. It's an amazing thing. And see him growing and building himself like a tower, a big tower, an amazing tower. And so it's very important for me. It's not only in Isaac, even Shalom Berkovich is lying down on the couch. It's the next level. He's already in the room in the couch, you know. It's a big level. He doesn't know his body is the radar to get everything. Um, a lot of exciting things are happening now in the world with people. Fascinating things. Fascinating things. Um, I realized I'm trying to appreciate each person that I know. So if
Isaac. Isaac.
Said that was the whole turn. It started getting juicy. Well, good morning, everybody. Daily wisdom, obviously, because I'm driving. Or what's upon a chassid, which as Hashem we're going to start doing at this time every day. And the first one will be daily wisdom. Um, but never understood. I never understood until now. Andy, good to see you. Never understood what's the whole idea of it. Makes no sense to me. But anyways,
Yaske
um,
raita?
I actually made a hachla to this Shabbos to try to learn or be saying Torah basically for 4 hours in a day. So I guess I have to have a lot of work to do. Nice and early.
Good morning, Mendy Hellman. How are you doing today? Yeah, it's just another day. Like tired. Same thing. Wake up, work for 10 hours, go back to the dorm, sleep. So I think I know my schedule already. It's like I don't even think I need to do anything today. Oh, yeah, actually, there's something interesting today at Zalmi. It's good. I think Jets to switch up the schedule a little because it's getting too repetitive. Isaac, you agree with me? Yes, you do. I think they should get rid of Chassidus and Night Seder. And and that's it. Basically, that's all they need to do. You start earlier and we start later and end earlier. Easy. That's what they should do. And if anyone knows a way to get Shalom off the couch, please call 917. Just tell me. Thank you. Rabbi Yaske.
So, good morning, and Rabbi Hillman, Davidi. So first thing I want to respond to the Hillman family, that Mendy Hillman's grandfather, he said the first thing when he was the champion, he felt like he was the strongest person in the world. So he went to the Rebbe in Yechidus, so he felt the Rebbe is the strongest man in the world, physically. So I want to speak to you, Yosef Yitzchak Kupperman. I want to tell you something, an amazing thought. Can save your life. Can make you so strong that nobody in the world can be stronger than you. You know what it calls? It calls a very interesting thing. If you make a penny one day, the next day 2 pennies, 4 pennies, 8 pennies, 16 pennies, how much you make a month? Tell me, Rabbi Kupperman, make me the fingers. How many think you make a month?
I think like it's 64 million. 64 million.
No, listen to me. A penny one day, 2 pennies, 4 pennies. How much you can make?
Doubles every day.
So doubles is $10, $20, $50. How much? $100? How much?
Like millions of dollars, I think. Or that's something.
You think that people told you that?
What?
People told you that, or you think?
I remember in like 7th grade, in like 6th grade. Mendy.
What Yaske said about like the pennies remind me of a story of this kid who went to the king, and the king said you can have whatever you want. So the kid said, I want rice. He says, I want a chessboard. He had a chessboard. He's like, the first one, I want in every like square on the chessboard, I want you to double it. So the first one is 1 piece of rice. Second, and it's 4, and then it's like double, and it was like so much that kid didn't had the king couldn't even give him because it was like that much. It was a lot of that. It was like I don't know if exactly correct.
I think it's red light on Havenhurst. Don't go.
Maltov, munch the baby boy. It's amazing. When's the bris? Is it in Crown Heights?
The bris will be on Sunday. Sunday, Crown Heights, Nalia. Sunday morning.
It's right next to my house. I'll be there. What's the minutes? I can't really tell. I think I'm up 24 hours already.
And we have like a couple seconds left.
have a couple seconds left.
Yeah. Isaac.
Wow, well, Mazel Tov Menachem, what a pleasure to have you on here. The new Tati, Abba, Papa, Pops, Dad. I don't know what you're gonna go by, but it's really, really amazing, and I feel the joy. I do. I am sharing in the joy. This is really amazing. Um, um, oof, the importance to learn how to listen is, I think, is a tremendous gift, talent, and skill, whichever one we're holding at the point. There, it is very important to learn how to do it, even if it is unnatural to you, to me. It is such a huge benefit to be able to know how to listen to somebody else express and to speak and to let him. Um, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna pass to I guess to you guys to be a little Cooperman.
And I want to come to your car and see if my jewel's there. So if you could hurt. Um, where did you park it? You parked it by the Slocum office? I'm guessing yes. If you could take out the trash when you come here, his name is Sean Berkowitz. Pass. I'm on my way to you.
Whose turn is pass? I think Rabbi Yosef.
Yaska.
So, wow. So I wanted his visa compliment to hear, so he walked out. He walked out, not to speak to him. Menachem Moncho, a munch. You should know, you should be blessed. I tell you why you're blessed. I looked at you, and what you're doing, FiveAlive, you have a baby, and you are over here, FiveAlive. I think this is the best things you did for your baby in your life. That's my opinion. And there should be a real father, that all the fathers of the world will know how to be a father. And one of the things you can learn also to be the best husband in the world, probably you are. Because that's why the children want to see they have the best father, they want to be example completely. So this is what we have to do. I think I wish we make a FiveAlive to learn about how to be a husband or to be a father, all the subjects about it. And it's amazing information can be.
Mendy.
It's my turn. Papa Munch, what's up? I'm just thinking about something right now, like how cute it would be if you would like sing to your baby. It's like the cutest thing in the world. I don't know. I feel like that would be like so cute. Like I would love that. I wish like I could like sing. Like when I have kids, I want to like sing to my kids, like Nigunim and stuff. That would be like really cool. But like I'll like I'll play guitar to my kids. But yeah, that's really cool. It's like I remember you were in Jets. You were like chilling. Now you're like a chassid. You're a married chassid with a kid. Oh my god. People are just like getting married right and left. Like everyone's getting married. Like I don't know. Like when I was younger, like whatever people got married, but now like literally everybody around me is getting engaged and stuff. Like my cousin's friends are getting engaged and stuff. It's like crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, and I'm exhausted. I've been up for almost like 24 hours, so I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know if I want to go to sleep. I'm just like super tired, just riding on this wave. And yeah,
Munch.
What's up, guys? So, yeah, it's been a hectic few days. Let me introduce you to the Chassid himself. And yeah, Baruch Hashem. If anyone here knows actually any halachas or minhagim that I'm supposed to be doing or things I'm supposed to be saying, please let me know. That'll be very helpful. What I also I was reading a bit about how you're supposed to stay up learning the night before the bris. I don't know if it's a thing that Chabad does. So if someone can shed light. Okay, good. Yeah. And it's been a very emotional 24 hours. Baruch Hashem, the baby was born with miracles, big miracles, and the doctor said that there was a chance that it wouldn't come out alive. So, Baruch Hashem, it was big miracles we saw, and I'm feeling very inspired by that. And he's doing well, and he's stubborn just like his daddy. So, Baruch Hashem. Anyway, yeah, only simchas for everyone, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing to my son as well.
Mazel tov, mazel tov. He should be the best child you'll ever have. The best children, you should have the best. Better than me, than everyone. He should be the best person he can be. So yeah. I'm gonna start reading. Where's the first one? Here. It's long, I'm not reading it. No, I'm not gonna read it. It's long. It's not long, it's just I'm lazy. It's like not short. Okay, pass.
Wow. Menachem, I don't know about Menhagim and stuff, but I saw like one of the best ideas that I've seen. I think it was my mother-in-law that just, well, by Mendu, when Mendu was born, I just started saying Perek Lamed Beis of Tanya. It just made sense, the most sense to me. So I just said that on repeat. Just standing next to him, saying Perek Lamed Beis over and over. But my mother-in-law, by Chaikel, like right when Chaikel was born, she said Moida'ani with him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is that Perek Lamed Beis? Oh my gosh. Nice. So my mother-in-law said Moida'ani with the baby, with Chaikel. And I was like, wow, that's genius. Moida'ani. Like, if you could say that the Rebbe has a favorite, good morning, Shalom, good to see you. If you could say that the Rebbe has like a favorite prayer, it would be Moida'ani. The Rebbe elaborates on Moida'ani a lot. And Moida'ani has like a lot of significance. And the Neshama was literally just born. So it's a very so it's a very cool idea to try to do it the same way to Ani. Okay, that's it for me for now. So you're going from right to left?
Yeah.
So Rabbi Yaske, go ahead.
That's how we.
Well, good to see Shalom. About I want to tell you something very interesting. There is a Helen Keller, a deaf. She's deaf and didn't see and didn't hear. People trained her. So one of the things, how you train a deaf person, you are not in touch with them. One of the things, the first things, the lady who trained her put her hand on her nose, mouth, and the throat. Because she didn't know there's a mouth to talk. The vibration of the mouth and everything. The reason I'm saying it. So everything you do with your son, it should be consistent in a way that Yosef Yitzchak Cooperman will appreciate that every day he goes to school, how stronger he becomes. You don't even know, you double your power. And I thought all the time to be like a monkey jumping around, to showing off all over. Always we think this is the best. But being yourself, it's an amazing thing. So consistency makes you God of the world because you're connected with God. You represent God. That's what.
Shulam.
Shalom, good morning.
Sean, we can't hear you. We can't hear anything. It's like a mute or like your earphones or something. Your mic somewhere is not working. All right, I would reach over and touch your nose, your mouth, and your throat to hear what you're saying.
Pass.
No. Try to go out and come back in, maybe. Nope. I just like the fact that you're, moving your lips. It's good. Looks like you're saying something. Okay, Menachem, go ahead. We'll go Menachem Weinstein, and then I switched it up by mistake.
Can you guys hear me? I changed my device. Awesome. Yeah. So if any, what you said, Paradigm base. First of all, I carry Paradigm base in my laptop case wherever I go. Some reason. You guys see me? Can you see me?
You froze for a second.
Yeah, I feel my computer's frozen as well. Okay. But you can hear me, no problem. Anyway, yeah, I carry Paradigm base wherever I go. I'm actually gonna try and say it now. You say that's a good idea. Yeah, I was reading about how you're supposed to stay up all night and learn with the baby. Is there any specific things that you're supposed to learn? If anyone could tell me, that would be great. And yeah, Rabbi Yoska was talking about how to behave, in front of your baby and the example you want to give to your child. And it's definitely something I've been thinking about. And yeah, I'll speak about it in my next turn.
Menachem Mendel Hellman.
Yeah, I remember when my nephew was born, like we got like everyone came around and like they said Shema with the baby, with my nephew. That's a thing, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, I remember it was a big thing. We all came over and like his cousins were there and stuff. So we all like said Shema with the baby. And yeah. Yeah. It snowed last night and then it like melted. It's really cold upstate. And we're almost done here, so I'm gonna be back in the Shkona. I'm happy for that because like I have my own room and I don't have to like yeah, it's too much up all night. Like you don't have like a normal schedule. So yeah, I'm excited to have like a normal schedule again. Yeah, hopefully soon I'm gonna come like after Pesach time. And also like you can't really tell if like your speaker is working because you can't hear yourself. You hear yourself, but you don't hear like I can't hear what's going on in that room right now because I'm not there. So like I think I sound like I could be on mute right now and think that I'm fine, but like I'm not. But I know I'm not because you're not telling me, oh, I can't hear you. So
yeah, so we hear everything. We hear everything. Anything you say, we will hear it. Unless your phone is broken. You're never on mute. It's just because your phone's always listening and giving their information to the CIA or whatever that. So just make sure you don't say anything stupid. I want to blow up the World Trade Center. Now, what's it called again? Tomorrow morning, probably a whole SWAT team will arrive here. Yeah. I see.
Okay, so for the baby, so someone pointed out, it was actually Levi Blazinski's wife who pointed out. She's like, you know what this neshama just went through? It's insane. Neshama was part of the highest, loftiest levels, whatever you could imagine, beyond levels, and literally just came down into a physical body. What an insane journey this neshama just went through. So it could use some comfort. So I'm going to read some holy words over here. Second reading, Exodus 1:18 through 2:10. 30 years of conscripted labor did not succeed in breaking the Jews' spirit or curbing their fertility. So Pharaoh intensified their slavery by having them perform meaningless tasks. 5 years after subjecting the Jews to this demoralizing labor, Moses was born to Amram, grandson of Jacob's son Levi, and Yocheved, Levi's daughter. Pharaoh's astrologers discerned that the Jews' future redeemer had been born. So Pharaoh attempted to prevent the redemption by decreeing that every newborn boy be killed. Wow. So the same chitas of Moshe being born. Very nice. And bringing the light into the room. Okay. Very, very powerful things going on. Make it a little light.
Morning. I'm sick. I mean, not really sick, but I have a cold. I could probably get people sick, but I'm planning on not getting people sick. It's just a chain reaction. Someone's sick, then he passes it on, and then it goes around. The next thing you know, you're realizing that the first guy that got you sick got the whole world sick. And then you're mad at that guy, and then yeah. Let's see. I had fun last night. I went to a wedding. I saw Mendel Isaac's father. Yeah.
So I'm starting. We have grandchildren. My older grandchild becomes 11 now, and I start to be a father, a grandfather, all together. I'm starting my life. It's not to be afraid to start your life, because this is real. What I'm telling you, it's real. That this whole idea, if you recognize there's a God, you recognize this is a thing. It's an amazing technology of the Rebbe. I speak to you like I know I don't speak to you what turns you on or gets you. I'm just floundering in my conversation. I don't worry about it. I wish all of you to be your potential, and I wish to see in each one of you a uniqueness. And one thing I can tell you about Moncho, you have a very big confidence. You're not stopping. He's an amazing person. You're not real original. I think learn Pasach, the Maimon Pasach Elio in the honor of your son. It's a good idea. Tell me about it.
Menachem Weinstein, go ahead.
Rabbi Oscar. Maybe we can learn that together when I get back to Crown Heights. It's interesting what that boy was saying, that he has a cold and he's angry at the first person in the world who had a cold. because eventually that came down to him. Because I'm thinking, how do I want to bring up my son? What do I want to teach him? Then I'm thinking, how did my father bring me up? What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? But then I'm thinking he probably did what his father didn't do, and then on and on and on. It's like, who's the first father in the world? Adam. I guess it's all his fault. But nah, man. It's very exciting. It's we don't get training for this. We don't get prepared for it. One day it's just there, bam. But I love him with everything, and I want the best for him, and I want him to be a from Jew. And if that means that I have to, get my compass, if I have to calibrate my compass in order to give that over to him, then it's a good thing. I think, he's already making me think about my life and getting me into shape before I've even had a chance to give anything over to him. So I think that's quite a cool thing.
Randy?
Yeah. Like talking about like getting sick, like last year when I got sick, I literally like worked in the kitchen and nobody got sick. Baruch Hashem. I don't know why I was working, because like nobody wanted to like take over me. Like it was insane. Like I shouldn't be telling you guys this, that like I was working in the kitchen extremely sick and nobody got sick. That was like one thing that was like pretty good. No, you got sick when I wasn't sick. You got sick when you decided to get sick. Oh, I'm not feeling good. I shouldn't come to Jet today because I don't want to get other people sick. And then you just like be on your phone all day and then go to the hospital store and get food and then go back to the dorm. That's what you would do. There's like a store literally in the hospital that like you get like munch and stuff and you go back to the dorm. It's really like right next door, so it's like pretty cool. Or you go to Rite Aid or something. But yeah, I shouldn't be telling you guys this. It's bad ideas. Yeah. I don't know, my head's blank right now. But yeah. Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. Like, I want to have a firstborn so I can have like a pidyon a ben. And when the kind comes to like take the child, like you could keep the child as a joke. It would be pretty funny. Like, yeah, you can keep the child.
Can you maybe where exactly in the hospital is the store? I just maybe instead of having to walk all the way to Rite Aid to get food, I could just go there. Where is it? I never knew they had a store in the hospital. Did you know about this? Like, no one knows about it? No one, I don't think anyone has ever gone there this year. I think everyone just goes to Rite Aid. Yeah. Pass.
Drowning in Egypt. Pharaoh gave orders to all his people. You must cast every boy who is born into the Nile, but you must let every girl live. I was thinking of something powerful from Menachem, even though I should really just be applying this to myself. I am. It's just you're in a moment right now, in a moment that I think you could take advantage of. This video is going to be staying on YouTube. I don't plan on taking it off. And you're living a moment that is having a extremely powerful impact in your life. And it's a moment that you can say things and you can derive inspiration from it at a later date, which I think would be a wise idea to know and to plan ahead and to think that there's so much energy and so much emotion, like you're saying. It's been a crazy night, especially you said you were inspired, basically a miracle baby. But the doctor said, his chances of other things, Chas v'shalom. I think that it's time to derive things.
Uh, I how do you know and who got sick and who didn't get sick from the food, Mendel? Anybody could have got sick from anything. Maybe someone was sick and they got them sick, and I mean most of the time you don't have to share things. Sometimes you just like blink out and you don't know what you're saying, and then you realize, oh, I shouldn't have said that. And you can't take it back because it's impossible, because once you say something, it stays in the person's head and doesn't come and you can't wipe it out. Um, Yaska, your turn.
Ryaska, you there? I don't know if he's there.
Yaska, are you alive?
He's FiveAlive.
Okay, Menachem, go ahead. You see the time?
Hey guys, you can hear me? Okay, so first of all, what Mendy was saying about the hospital is quite interesting. I'm here in Staten Island Hospital, University Hospital, and the Bikur Cholim here is amazing. They have a room with two huge fridges, one full of like sandwiches, and yogurts, and milk, one full of like meals, like just pop into a microwave, like chicken, fish, everything. Shabbos, they had challah, they had candles, they had cholent, they had kishka, kugel. It blows my mind the chesed that the Jews do for each other. That's incredible. Pigeon aben, my wife is actually a bas kohen, so we don't do a pigeon aben, even though this is my first son. So that's interesting. Um, yeah. What else? I can't see the time, by the way. If you want to just flip it around. Yeah, anyway, just to touch on what I was saying before as well, which Isaac was saying about keeping this video keeping this video is a good idea because I know there's going to be days where now I'm feeling very inspired and I've just had my son and it's very emotional, very moving, and there's going to be days where life gets back to normal and the struggles and gotta head out to work and make the money and all that stuff. And it's very important for me to constantly remember that every day I got to teach him, to be how I think he should be.
Andy?
Yeah, I'm actually going back from my house back to the to the to the building that I work in. And yeah, yeah. I heard about this. Like a lot of hospitals, like in like New York and stuff, they have like the Bikur Cholim place, and I heard like the stuff's amazing. Like one time, my brother was in the hospital, and I went to visit him, and like we went to the Bikur Cholim place, and they had like everything, like whatever you could imagine. They have like food there and stuff, and like it's amazing. It's amazing that they have something like that, because like back in the day, you'd be in the hospital, and you wouldn't have any food for like a week, and you'd be like freaking out, trying to figure out how to get food. And this Bikur Cholim thing is amazing. It's like whoever thought of it is a genius. That's one thing. And yeah, that's basically my thoughts. My thoughts, brain's empty right now. I'm running on fumes, as they say. Yeah, can't see the time, but yeah, I'm gonna go now. Have a great day, everybody. Menachem, I'll see you hopefully on Sunday in Aliyah. And yeah, Isaac, have a great day. Yaska, have a great day. Everybody have a great day.
Yes. I have to speak again. Hi. Hi. Yeah. It's good. So tired.
By instructing his people to let every girl live, Pharaoh meant that the Jewish girls should be raised as Americans, as Egyptians. He thus decreed that the boys be killed physically and the girls be killed spiritually. The decree to throw the boys into the Nile also alludes to immersing the Jews in Egyptian culture. For the Egyptians worship the Nile as the source of their livelihood and culture. Wow. I should start doing that. Whenever I read the next, bunch of things, I just start, instead of saying Egyptian, I should just say American, and I'll probably be applying it a lot more practically. Menachem, first of all, I would be honored to partake, as part of a video that you might be able to keep for a long time and check back on. But I would instigate. I would instigate by saying we only have a few minutes left, but for 5 years from now, or for 2 years from now, or 1 year from now, or 5 months from now, or 10 years from now, whatever it is, what would be a message that you want to send yourself? Like, choose a timeline and try to send yourself a little bit of a message. It will probably come in clutch, at the time. Yeah, life has many blessings, Baruch Hashem.
I mean, I actually saw a video of this kid talking to himself in 20 years, but I think it's like fake. I don't think it's real. But I mean, that'd be cool if you took like a video and like you're talking and like you're imagining what you would say like in the future. But I mean, like, sometimes whenever I'm bored, like if I'm on a computer, I would usually like try to find out, like I'd usually go on to FiveAlive and see what I did back then to improve my life. And I mean, I've been improving it a lot. I mean, I think that if I could say, like, if I could, like, think of something that would help me out in life, it would be just keep smiling. Or, like, another thing, I don't know. But, I mean, most of the time, people don't know what they want to say to themselves in the future. Like, you don't know if it's the end, if tomorrow's the end or today's the end. So, like, you don't know if, let's say, when Mashiach comes, you don't know what's going to happen when Mashiach comes. You think, is the world going to end, or, like, no one knows. Yeah.
Hey, Rabbi Yaska, I don't know if you're there. If you are, please speak up. If not, then Menachem, it's your turn. Please reset the time.
Should I just go? Yeah? Oh, okay. What would I want to tell myself in 5 years in regards to my son? I think number one, I'm not perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be the perfect parent. Just do your best. Um, Number two, I would say, is the most important thing above, for me. This is my own personal views. The most important thing above everything else is be a good human being. Treat others with respect. Look after yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Be ambitious, and and you should have a want and a desire to make an impact, a positive impact on this world. That is number one. That's first and foremost. Everything else is teaching you how to do that. That's, in my opinion. But number one is, work hard, learn hard, and have a mission, have a goal, have something to work for, to work towards. Don't just live day by day. And that's what I would want to continue to tell myself in 5 years, and that's something that I would want to tell my son every single day of his life. So I think that's the message that I would want to give over to my child. And if I'm struggling with that in 5 years, this will be a good a reminder.
Thank you, Menachem, and thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Mashiach right now.
yeah.
Tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Menachem, for
Thank you very
letting us
much. Isaac.
take